Hello and welcome to episode 18, I think, of the Ace Attorney Chronicles playthrough. It's gonna be cool. Yesterday, my bad, I was like dried up from energy, but today I'm here. They win here. I figured this shit out already, man. As usual, big brain. And oh, never mind. Okay. 23rd February, 11:32 p.m. No, a.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. Oh yeah, we're gonna call him Olive Green. Joyful jubilant jumping jacks! Okay.
Oh, Mr. Natsume, I'm so pleased for you.
Locum student Naruhodo Esquire, and non-locum judicial assistant Miss Mikotoba Esquires. Now, finally, at long last, there can be proof. Proof that I'm innocent, and proof that my tea is innocent. Okay. Ah, good morning, my dear fellows. Finally here. Ah! Hello. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm overdoing it. Look, Sholmes! May you drink my tepid tea and fall forever silent. I thought that he was innocent.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you came! How wonderful!
Finally, yeah, and he's gonna pull up with the evidence that we needed earlier. Please save your derision. I know what you're all thinking. Good morning, he says, when it's nearly time for luncheon. Your scorn is written clearly across your faces. Have you said or thought of anything of the sort? The truth is, I was determined that today would be the day. As sleep seduced me last night, I thought. Tomorrow, for once, I shall not oversleep. I'll rise early and be present in court to support my companions. Such spirited determination is a beauty all of its own, does it not?
Oh, yes!
Okay, bro. She's been like fully like converted to Sholmism, bro. And then I began to muse on the subject. Why do people oversleep? I queried. Why, time after time, do they make the same foolish blunder? And the answer came to me at once. It's so delightfully simple. People oversleep. Because they sleep! Well, is that an astute insight into the matter?
Oh, yes!
Upon which realization I did an experiment. I didn't sleep a wink all night. And the results... By first light, I was exhausted, and began to be assailed by fits of drowsiness. Shocking. And so, the conclusion of last night's experiment is this. A good night's sleep is quite simply essential. Yes, I think most of us probably knew that already. There is of what others presuppose, approved by experimentation. That, my dear fellow, is a scientific method. Very true. Yes, and one more thing. What did I just say? I said he's gonna pull up with the evidence. And he pulled up with the evidence. We were supposed to take last time, but we didn't do it because we were fucking stupid. Anyway, yeah, there it is. We literally would kind of shoved it in their faces like... Sorry? I apologize for my outburst. And my hallowed chalice, or whatever the fuck he says. But yeah. Ah, yes, one more thing. You remember this? Ah! Yes, of course. It's the poison Mr. Green, Miss George, was about to drink at the hospital yesterday. Oh, you didn't manage to... Was a laborious task. His bottle was near empty, but such inconveniences do not hinder Sholmes. I managed to confirm that it contains strychnine. Ooh, so I was right. Perhaps, though of course such circumstantial evidence doesn't prove Miss Green's guilt. I shall leave the bottle in your care now, but licking the insides of the neck is not recommended. I won't do that. Okay, maybe a little, but not that much. Could I have a word? Oh. Gregson, how good of you to come. Forget it, excuse me. Instant, no, fuck off, I don't want to see this guy. He's like terribly lonely. Do you know the time I said he sneak traumatized? Yeah, he's actually very lonely. Like people keep like flying away from him, and like we're the like sole people that like with Iris that give a fuck about him. Like even though he with like his bullshit, we still ah my god, we still like sit through that shit, you know, like, and he appreciates us a lot for it. Maybe he doesn't show it, but like he does, like in action, you know, like he was really meaning to come for us, you know, like to help us and support us. But he, you know, he has his bullshit happening, you know. But he really do care. He really does care, like, you know, for Yonosuke and Susato, because, you know, of their appreciation. But like everyone else just basically bails on them, bails on him, or like scorn him. And he acts like he acts like unbothered, or he is actually unbothered. But like, I think it kind of maybe takes its toll, and like he does feel lonely, and he says it like sometimes, you know, he does like appear from time to time, you know. But it's okay, you know. He's a. I think it'll be all right, you know. Okay. Especially, you know, he'll be fine. What about the inspector? Yeah, come back, bro.
I don't wish to make a nuisance of myself.
You look on your face. I'd say someone else who you think is making a nuisance of himself. But dear inspector, please speak freely. Pretend that I am not here.
Maybe if I could do that, my life would be a whole lot simpler for me.
Do you have the results, Inspector, of the investigation of Mr. Shakespeare's room?
Not yet. Shouldn't be long now, though. No, I'm here about something else. That dead convict, actually.
Oh, you mean the man from this newspaper article discovered yesterday in Mr. Shakespeare's room?
A man by the name of... yes, Selden.
Yeah.
Went through the archives of the yard and dug out the fellow's file. There's something in there that... well, it caught my eye.
Yeah, the treasure, right? The treasure.
Something caught your eye? What, Inspector? What?
I've copied out the relevant parts for you. Relevant parts for you.
Whatever, I forgot. I always change his voice, bro. Because I'm trying to do his neck, you know, to do his voice, you know, and then do an English accent as much as I can. But, you know, it's hard. It's always switching up.
I've copied out the relevant parts for you, so you can read it for yourselves.
Thank you. Thank you, bruh.
These documents are evil.
No, let me read them. Hey, let me inspect the bottle. This is the poison we've been hearing about so much. Strychnine. There are a few remnants in the bottle here. Look, you shouldn't be tempted to try it. Of course not. As long as we don't lose this trial. Okay, bro. No, even if we lose the trial. No, we mustn't lose the trial in the first place, Mr. Naruto. Make your mind up, Sato-san. Yeah, no, she's right. Don't do that. Okay, we can't see shit. Investigative findings related to Selden. 18 counts of burglary, 6 counts of suspected murder, died on natural causes. Whilst in prison, his final moments witnessed only by his cellmate. The estimated £1,000 worth of loot he stole remains unrecovered. Yeah, exactly. That's his treasure. Condemned criminal dies of natural causes in prison. Manchester's Trainways prison announced the death of convicted murderer and burglar Selden by natural causes in the early hours this morning. He had been suffering with fever since the end of October, alerted by the shouts of his fellow cellmate. Medical staff arrived to find him already dead before his capital punishment could be carried out. Wait. Was the cellmate... Wait. Was the cellmate actually, Shakespeare? And that's how he knows, because he's the cellmate. He knows exactly where it is. He just... And he actually was the one who killed him. You know, natural causes. Yeah, it was a gas leak. Again, methane check, you know? You sneaky devil. I'm really thinking it's him now.
These documents include the details that were in the newspaper cutting we found in Mr. Shakespeare's room. I'll rearrange everything in a record so we don't have duplicate information.
Why are you giving us a copy of this important file, though? He likes us.
Well, you're the one who started up Diplo in the first place, haven't you? Just making sure things get handled in the proper fashion.
Oh, Scotland Yard's workings are so wonderful.
Indeed, my dear fellows, and the inspector here has a shining diamond in its crown. Hey, okay, that's a shining diamond in the rough. No. Don't say that, man. He just got... Real okay, I'll stop you right here. Gregson is in fact the diamond in the crown, no? Dickhead.
I just don't want to be beholden to a lawyer, that's all.
Beholden? What does that mean? Oh, like owing something? Okay, fair enough.
Consider for the defense and the defendant!
Okay. Court of proceedings are about to resume. Make your way into the courtroom at once. Okay, we will. Well, I shall leave you then. I'll be listening with interest from the public gallery. Not nodding off at all. Certainly not. Thank you for the precision. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. I'm rather tired of seeing Mr. Mustache in floods of tears personally. So the best of luck to you. Welcome, student Naruto Esquire. Yes, Mr. Natsume. It's time, isn't it? Yes, this is it. Final chance to take down Kirkus Alba. Still have Green and Mr. William Shakespeare. This is going to be the final battle. I won't really have saved Soseki-san until I've exposed the whole truth of everything that's been going on. It's all coming
Go ahead now. You can do it, Ryunosuke. You have to.
Yay!
February, 12:30 p.m. The Old Bailey courtroom.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again now. Before the recess, we heard a most harrowing accusation from the defense. Namely that the victim of the case we heard here only a few days ago is the true perpetrator of this incident.
A reckless, rash, and prejudiced charge of wrongdoing, in my opinion, my lord. However, the prosecution has tried to extend every courtesy to this amateur newcomer from dubious eastern shores. Thank you for that backhanded consideration.
A rather cool assessment from the Honorable British Prosecutor, I must say. So, Lord Wensix, is the new witness present and ready to take the stand?
Ready and waiting in the witness's antechamber, my lord.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in.
Alright, witnesses. Okay. What is she painting? Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court, please.
William Shakespeare, my liege. For mine occupation, I can say only that I be a tragic victim to be pitied.
Currently unemployed, in other words. Okay.
I'm Olive Green. I'm a fledgling artist. Well, no, I'm not a fledgling, really. A hopeless failure who's too weak-spirited to admit she has no talent, I suppose.
Bro, and she's painting the... Also currently unemployed, in other words. Okay, bro. With a coterie. Yeah, I'm interested. That word sounds cool. Wait, oh shit, I didn't see what he said. What did he say? Fuck, I didn't see it. What's coterie mean? Coterie. Meaning. I like the sound of that. Small group of people with shared interest or taste, especially one that is exclusive of other people. Ah. Okay, a coterie. A coterie is a group of... Okay. Thank you.
My lord, I am thy humble servant.
I'm afraid that you are no longer merely the victim in his affair. Possibility has been raised that you are in fact the assailant, intent on taking the life of your fellow lodger. The part that you have played in this whole business will be thoroughly scrutinized, I assure you.
I would for naught else, my lord.
Okay.
And Miss Green?
Yes?
You are aware of the reason you have been summoned to this courtroom today, I presume?
Yes, the officer did explain. He said I poisoned this ridiculous buffoon.
And? Do you accept the charge, Miss Green?
I don't know anything about any poisoning. And I don't know anything about this man.
Come, lady. Die to live.
Verily, I know not thy prickly pigmented personage.
What an alliteration.
Very well, let us proceed with the matter at hand. And being to ascertain whether or not Miss Green has any involvement in this affair.
My bad. That sounded weird.
It's all very strange. Very strange indeed. Why would you suspect me? I barely ever go to the East End anyway. It so happens that I passed by that neighborhood 6 days ago, that's all. But on the night that this man was poisoned, I was still in the hospital, fighting for my life.
Yes, having been unfortunately caught up in an incident on the street outside the Geradev household. Yes, an incident that rendered you unconscious for some 3 days.
I was struck in the middle of my back by a knife, though through no fault of my own, and now I am under suspicion. What irrelevant things might I be suspected of? It's all very disturbing.
I wonder what she's painting. I really want to see her painting.
Your energies may be better spent worrying about random knife attacks, I feel, Miss Green.
At this point in time, all that appears to connect you with Mr. Shakespeare's lodging is the Briar Road incident of 6 days ago. That's why. We would like you to testify formally now about exactly what happened.
No! The incident 6 days ago? You mean you want me to relive that awful accident?
Unfortunately, yes. I don't know that this. Okay, parenthesis. This is gonna be very niche, but that reminded me. Personally, it's a very funny moment, but like of a video like of Wow Mao interviewing Lord Miles, who was like who just came back from being like hostage in Afghanistan, but he, you know, and he's like the beginning before the interview, he's like, you know, I don't want to say it, you know, it was too traumatic, bro. Then it's like, unfortunately, we're gonna have to interview. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, whatever, man. Filler. This is filler. I skip the video. I leave a dislike. They'll say in the comments, you smell like rabbit. Smelly rabbit. Anyway, it's so cringe. Okay, shut up. Fortunately, yes. Please look what happened today. Of course, it will be interesting to hear from you about your movements the day too, Mr. Shamespears. But what happened 6 days ago? It has nothing to do with me being poisoned. I love his face.
Let's proceed then. The witnesses will present their formal testimony to the court. On the subject of the incident that took place on Briar Road, the evening of the 17th of February.
Okay.
Evening of 17th February.
It was 6 days ago, about 5 p.m. I was walking in the snow when I was suddenly stabbed in the back. Coincidentally, it happened to be just outside the house where the men in this case have their lodgings.
I was at the tavern on the eve of which thou speakest, for I had bespoke my supper.
It was the first time I'd been in the area. I had a little matter to attend to, that's all. Anyway, I was admitted straight to the hospital, so I knew nothing about all this business.
Yeah, we know exactly. You were going to see him, but you didn't know it was him. Okay.
Yes, the second incident said a week at what I believe to be aptly described as the haunted lodgings. One can only presume this is an unfortunate coincidence.
Meanwhile, you say you were not in your room, Mr. Shamespeare. It was the following morn when I did awaken that I learned of the tire events. Mary, what a commotion did the officer of the law make on the floor above mine? And so Sixton was arrested of suspicion of attempted murder. As suspected, there is nothing connecting these two witnesses but happenstance. It's true. It does seem... No. We know. Don't worry. We know. Counsel? Yeah, let's do this.
Yes, my lord.
Let's do this.
Evening of the 17th of February.
6 days ago.
Okay. Does it happen to be just a... Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me press you on that. Tavern, you say? Which one? It was the slug and salad, exactly. I did tarry. Yeah. It was the slug and salad where I did tarry. There's a jewel in the East Hand. And a little unexpected, I feel. What do you mean, Lord Benzix? The slug and salad offers unusually fine dining, for the locality at least. An establishment you'd expect to be patronized by a man with not even a crumb of bread in his room. Yeah, in his room, yeah. Gah! Yeah.
It's true, the menu list
You have the fucking menu on your fucking book, Susato! It's not a book you have, right? It's a literal, like, it's like a... You know those manhwas where like there's like a system of like hey, what, you know that? It looks like she has that instead.
It's true, the menu lists premium crusts of bread and glasses of water in different levels of cloudiness.
I would have expected Grub's Grubbery in the local vicinity to be more appropriate for your means. Watery soup and mushy peas, or rather, soupy water and pea-like mush.
All equally appetizing. I just wanted to try some water in a different pub for once. Whoa, what's wrong with that? Yeah, thank you, Zeeks, for pointing out something important.
Perhaps there's a more plausible explanation. A specific reason why he had to go to the party.
We know! It's for her to meet up with her. Like that only on that day of all days he dined at a place he wouldn't normally. It does stand out. Yeah. The Shamespears section of the day. Yeah. Do I have evidence? Yeah, if only we had the fucking rest of the... I mean, please tell me that the torn off envelope is gonna be enough, because like, we know it's related to that. But Hey, they're gonna... Okay, let me pre-fire. They're gonna say, no, you, whatever, no, this is not correct evidence. And then I'm gonna press, olive green, and she's gonna give me the evidence I want, and then I'm gonna have to go back and, like, you know... But let's see, let's be hopeful and hope this is not the case. Mr. Shakespeare. Yes, sire? The day in question, is it not the case that you visited the Slug and Salad, a place you don't normally patronize? For a very particular reason. I don't know what you're talking about. Pray, if though has some purpose suspicious as the... Very well, I represent the court with evidence. Evidence that explain why you had to be at the Slug and Salad that day. Namely... Take that! It doesn't work yet. Okay. Oh, good Horatio. There are more things in heaven and earth than our dread of the... Yeah, whatever. Horatio? I believe it's a line from Shakespeare's play Hamlet, Mr. Naruhodo. We had a line from the great Shakespeare from this. Mr. Shakespeare, the message is the same. My Lord Nicholas' friend is wide of the mark. Yeah. Like we know, man, you're wasting my time. Come on.
What's the first time I had it?
Yeah, what's the matter? And then she's gonna give me the letter, and then... Anyway. What little matter, Miss Green? Please elaborate.
There's nothing really. It's not worth mentioning.
If you remember, you mentioned it to us just... And you actually remember! And, I'm gonna gut you, bro. I'm gonna gut you. It was related to the card you were holding. Miss Green! Don't kill yourself! Never kill yourself! You can't be watching TV and drinking... Coca-Cola! Actually, don't drink Coca-Cola. Drink Selecto instead. From memory, I believe the card contained a note that read, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross.
What does it matter? This has nothing to do with Duncan.
Yeah. And you're just literally gonna fuck yourself up. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Mr. Shakespeare, do you have something to share with the court?
To be or not to be? That is the question. Pray forgive me. The great bard's word springeth from within me with near thought.
Don't tell me. It's because you're possessed by Shakespeare's spirit, right? Would it be a shame? Hearing Mrs. Green's words a moment ago seemed to make you think of something. Something of relevance, perhaps?
Nay, sire. It was nothing at all.
Presumably you know the name, though. Mr. Duncan Ross, I mean. After all, you were both lodgers in the same house.
I would it were so, but sadly nay. Lodging but be a lonely occupation, sire. My lodging fellows be rarely known to me.
So you haven't heard of him, even though he passed away in the room just one floor above yours.
Hey! Miss Green.
Me, my lord? Have I done something wrong?
The card that was mentioned before, containing the note. Do you have it upon your person?
What did I say?
Yes, but don't need it anymore. In fact, I should throw it away, really.
Before you dispose of it, the court will take it as evidence, please.
Thank you. Of course, that's what links Mr. Shakespeare and Miss Green. Is Duncan Ross. No way! Okay, now continue. Yeah. Whatever. Let me shit. Let me check what it actually says, because I'm curious. Envelope has been ripped open carelessly, hasn't it? Miss Green strikes me does not open the corners was more likely than that. Ah, what is it? The way the envelope is torn. Someone should have in the exact shape somewhere. Yeah, we know. Oh, you don't mean what are you thinking of this piece of evidence, Mr. Naruto? Exactly, that's it. Try to match them up. There we go.
They go together perfectly. The zone of end of the envelope clearly belongs with
I'm blue. Yeah. We know. Okay. I guess we cannot look inside. Shit. I was at the tavern on the eve which thou speakest, for I had bespoke my supper. shit. If it was just would have been in the case have their lodgings, yeah. Yeah, let me press on that, and then yeah, because I pressed on that, then I got the choice to present evidence. Go. Dring, dring, dring. Okay. Present evidence. Yes. Mr. Shamespeare.
Yes, sire?
The day in question, is it not the case that you visited the Slug and Sled, a place you don't normally patronize? For a very particular reason. Know what you're talking about? Yeah. Evidence! I need evidence! Here's your evidence, fool!
Take that!
Ah, okay, I was scared because the music didn't stop. I believe this card reveals the answer.
Good lord, Miss Green's card, you mean? Oh, call me surprised.
That's right, my lord. It reads, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Mr. Shamespeare, your actions on the afternoon of Miss Green's stabbing are exactly as described in this note. Personally, I find it hard to believe that's a coincidence. Don't you, Mr. Shamespeare?
Well... Excuse me, can I say something?
Yes, Miss Green?
That card was delivered to me. It doesn't have anything to do with this, odd man, does it?
Well, you'd think so, yes, but it's hard to believe it's merely...
My lord, may I?
May you what, Miss Green?
I'd like to make something very clear about that card.
Okay.
Very well, then you may amend your testimony to include details about the peculiar note.
Okay.
This note was delivered to me at my address. It's nothing to do with the odd man next to me here.
Objection!
That was the easiest thing ever. The day before the incident, exactly 1 week ago now, this note was delivered to your address. And carrying out instructions in the note, you found yourself in hospital.
Yes, I did. It's terrible, everything that's happened to me.
Yes, it is terrible. If it's all true, that is...
What do you mean?
Miss Green, have a look at this, please. The torn-off end of an envelope.
Oh, is it?
And it so happens that it fits together perfectly with the envelope of the note you received.
Where did you find that?
Mr. Shamespeare's room. In my room? Mr. Shamespeare. Do you perhaps remember this note from somewhere? Actions that afternoon. Follow instructions in the note to the letter. Follow instructions in the note of the letter. And so, it's exactly where you went. Let me ask you again, Mr. Shamespeare. You already knew about this note, didn't you? And you, Miss Green.
What did I do?
As this torn-off end of the envelope proves, the note was originally in Mr. Shamespeare's room. And how was it that it came into to be in your possession?
I don't have the first idea. I'm just a fledgling artist after all.
Shut the fuck up.
There is only one explanation. You broke into Mr. Shamespeare's room and stole it.
You did what? Sorry, thou hast what? Thou were in my room? What on earth? Do you want with me?
It would seem that both witnesses need to testify again.
Ugh. Miss Green.
Yes?
Whilst you have the court's sympathy, I'm sure, for the suffering you have endured in recent events, anyone found to be giving false testimony in a court of law will be duly punished. Please bear that in mind.
Yes, I know.
Very well then. Witnesses, you will give formal testimony again now. On the subject of this court, curious anomaly regarding the note Miss Green claims to have received.
Let's see.
The anomaly of the note.
I do remember now. It was a week ago, a peradventure the note was delivered unto me. On the day writ therein, I did tarry a long hour, the slug and salad, yet nobody came.
I got Undertale flashbacks, anyway.
Thereafter, on the evening I shared the company of the Japanese fellow. I did see the note had vanished. I don't know what you mean. You think I snuck into this man's room, do you? Why would I? I can point out the villain here, and as for that torn-off piece of envelope, I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Okay, bro.
You now claim to have received this letter, did you, Mr. Shakespeare?
Faith, is so, my lord. And I would swear to have set it up on the table in my humble lodgings. Yet, it's clear to me now that since I returned from the tavern that night, I have not laid eyes upon it.
Well, that being the case, young lady, it would appear that your testimony was...
A lie? Is that what you think? How unfair of you to think I'm the one lying.
I beg your pardon?
I'm just a fledgling artist, as I said, and the fledgling artists don't lie. That note was delivered to me at my address. Besides, we all know who the liar around here is.
That's true, Miss Green. How do you explain the facts? This part of the envelope was, without question, found in Mr. Shim's room.
I don't see why I should explain.
Sorry?
I'm a fledgling artist. My job here is to just say what happened. That's all.
Come on, now you're not making your case better, bro.
It's your job to give the explanations and the proofs. You, the fledgling lawyer.
The fledgling will do his best.
Evidently, my learned friends, cross-examination is our only hope of learning the truth.
Hey.
Well, counsel?
Yep. Let's do this, bruh.
Very well, then. The defense will now proceed with the cross-examination of the witness.
Miss Green clearly did break into Mr. Shakespeare's room. There can be no question of that.
Okay.
And that's how she acquired the note.
And the poison. Yes, the two facts are starting to lead me to a possible explanation for all this. It's not a pretty one. Yeah, I know, we know. You know, we know. The anomaly of the note.
Do you remember now? It was a week ago. Peradventure, the note was delivered unto me.
Hold it!
By who? Can you shed any light on the contents of the note at all?
Nay, sire, this is strange to me as a foreign tongue. Even with a knowledge of literature as great as mine own, verily, it is impenetrable.
Mr. Duncan Ross is in the lodgings in the same household as you. In effect, he was your neighbor. So surely you knew him, didn't you?
Alack, if the choice is betwixt I knew him not, and I knew him not, then this sweet foreboding that I be forced to declare where we were, by some small measure, acquainted.
Despite your claims, though, you followed the note's instructions and went to the slug and salad. Presumably that was nothing to do with your knowledge of literature.
Marry, naught will have the better of me, sire, save for a lure of curiosity. So 'tis true, I was compelled by mine own eager heart to betake myself to the tavern. Yet in the end, my curiosity was not satiated.
Wait. They just... Wait, hold on. They're just fucking... Okay. Accidentally spat on my fucking keyboard. My bad. You know, my appetite was not satiated. Okay.
After they writ therein, I did tarry a long hour, the slug and salad, yet nobody came.
Hold it!
Would that be an Undertale reference? So even after waiting for an hour, nobody appeared?
Well, yes, sire. This is a reference, yes.
Really? You paused for a moment before you answered.
In truth, when thou asked whether nobody appeared, I did suddenly recall.
Really? Do you mean to tell the court that somebody did appear after all?
I was not alone that night at the slug and salad, my lord, no. This returning to me now. I did treat my lips to almost clear water, and mine innards to a premium crust of bread. And all around me danced a great many companions.
What do you mean?
Flies, sire, flies!
Good lord!
Did I have Beelzebub? What were they? Fairies, perchance, from a midsummer night's dream, come to taunt me.
I think they were just flies. Can't help thinking that the flies ought to choose something more wholesome to buzz around. Is that wrong of me? No. The companies of the Japanese fellow that the note had vanished.
Hold it!
Well, exactly did you notice that I got missing?
Such idle thoughts never occupy my mind. I am busied with greater ideas.
In other words, you didn't notice. Several days passed between your outing to the tavern and Natsume's visit to your room.
Yes, you would appear that a note disappeared sometime in that interval.
Such idle thoughts never occupy my mind. I am busied with greater ideas.
And yet, during that time, Miss Green was comatose in hospital, was she not? Clearly, then, she could not have been stealing things from Mr. Shakespeare's room.
Yes, of course. It's all some sort of misunderstanding, isn't it, Mr. Prosecutor, sir?
Bro, I do not care. You have so far failed to give a satisfactory explanation as to how you came by, the note. Yeah. I'm not here to advocate for your defense, madam. I won't tolerate inconsistencies in your story. You would do well to remember that.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, she's shaking. What sort of Venzig's getting at? He wants the truth as well. I don't know what you mean. I think okay, wait. What was the previous statement? I don't know what you mean. Where would I?
Hold it!
Express. It seemed that this note was actually delivered to Mr. Shakespeare about 1 week ago.
Oh, that's it.
For some reason, it ended up in your possession. I can't think of any way that could have happened, except for you to breaking into Shakespeare's lodgings. For what reason would be the witness have done that? I know, you know already. I won't deny that Miss Green's possession of the note would appear to defy logic. However, until and unless her involvement in this case can be proven in some other way, any further pursuit of this note is meaningless.
Miss Green could only have come to be in possession of the note by stealing it from Mr. Shakespeare's room. And yet there's no obvious reason why she would have done such a thing.
There was some other reason she broke into his lodgings, though.
Yes, we should pursue that idea, Mr. Naruhodo.
We're close now, I can feel it. We're so close to a breakthrough. Maybe this will do it?
Objection!
No, this won't, okay. Are clearly grounds? No, there isn't. Shut the fuck up. Minus 1 life. Okay. Okay, let me press, okay, let me just press this one as well. You want to tell the court the truth about the letter, is that it?
A fledgling artist, remember? Artists are nearly always introverted characters.
Her like shaking, like the, you know, like she's like, I feel so bad for her despite her like, you know, but I mean her like what she did was like honorable in a way, like it's like honorable revenge because he killed like, you know, his like future husband. Man, that's so sad. Yeah, they were about to get married too. Fuck, man. Fuck this guy. Even though like I like him, yeah, fuck this guy. Introverted fire, this fledgling doth readily cast aspersions about my nature, yet am I an angel, a seraph. Where's do I harmonize with my song, the wind doth frolic on my wing. Oh pity, wherefore thou accuse one of so pure of heart, ample woman?
Pure of heart? I don't think so. Even a fledgling, you can see you're just a failure. Tragedy! Thou shalt not know the true heart of an artist until thine instruction her hereafter by death. Oh, the days, the years, and as to enlighten thee, thou must wait so long and in vain.
So Naruhodo interject with some clever remark.
This is your chance to shine.
No Shakespearean actors, Sato. No, as far as I can tell, the only thing that's going to be resolved this argument
is evidence, yes! It's clear that Miss Green did in fact break into Mr. Shakespeare's room, didn't it? That's where she found this letter. Yes, 2 more of... yeah.
Ouch. Okay. Nobody came. I guess take it to this man's room. Why would I?
Objection!
Okay, I guess that's not it as well. My lord! Wah! No! Okay.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. No. Let's save. Like, I know the reason I just, like, can't...
Objection!
I guess not. Okay, I will guess I'll die. This is gonna be this, but she couldn't have known this, right? She couldn't known anything about this.
Objection!
Oh, it was the poison to poison him. Okay, I guess we're jumping straight to the conclusion. Alright. Unusual, but it is welcomed. Yesterday at the hospital, we saw you with this bottle, and though the cottage spilled during the course of our meeting, a small quantity remained. According to the defense independent analysis, Strom's chemistry set, the liquid was still in the bottle was identified as strychnine. What? Strychnine? The very same poison that afflicted Mr. Shakespeare. Uh-huh? Oh, yo. Miss Green, you broke into this man's lodgings. For one reason alone. To cover the end of the pipe that feeds the gas lamp in Mr. Shakespeare's room with poison. Look at how he's looking at her.
Can this be?
You broke into my room to... It may seem incredible to the court. But from the remaining clues, there is only one logical conclusion we can reach. The person who attempted to take Mr. Shakespeare's life with the poison.
It's you, Mr. Green!
Oh dear, oh dear. Me!
Oh no, we didn't get to see the painting. There's nothing on your painting. You've been painting literally nothing. What?
Order! Counsel, are you seriously suggesting this woman put poison in the air with the gas pipe with intent to kill?
Yes, my lord. Is no other way to explain the facts.
That means you did indeed set this audio strap 6 days ago. The victim had put his mouth to the pipe that very evening as expected. The attempted murder would have happened 6 days ago, surely.
Well, it's a very good point. Perhaps not, my lord. Oh, he's gonna back us up, thank you! Hey! There was a significant police presence in the area that evening on account of the incident on Briar Road. Local residents were being interviewed throughout the night as part of the ongoing injury. A circumspect criminal would likely have chosen not to carry out any wrongdoing at the time. Lord Van Zeeks! My god, he's helping us! Yippee! Of course, the following morning, there was more activity at Mr. Shakespeare's address. More activity? Ah, yes! You mean his fellow lodger, Mr. Natsumi, being arrested on suspicion of murder? That's right. And as the defense has already proposed, Mr. Shakespeare was meddling with the gas in the pipe for a very sinister reason himself. Caused the gas stove in Mr. Natsume's room to go out, thereby asphyxiating the occupant. But once Mr. Natsume has been arrested, his room is under constant surveillance by police. The circumstances Mr. Shakespeare had no reason to blow air into the gas pipe. His intended victim being in a prison cell. With the need to tamper with the gas removed, the poison in the pipe lay dormant. And then, 3 days ago now, the situation changed again. Right! Mr. Natsume's trial, which took place here at the Old Bailey, came to an end.
Trial in which the man stood accused of stabbing Miss Green in the back, but was duly acquitted.
It resulted in Mr. Natsume returning to his lodgings for the first time in 2 days. And that very night, his gas stove mysteriously went out and Mr. Shakespeare was mysteriously poisoned. In conclusion, the poison that was present on the mouth of the gas pipe had been put there in the victim's room some 4 days earlier. Okay. With that new understanding, it becomes clear that this letter was all part of the plan.
What plan?
Could we recall that the note gave instructions to visit the Slug and Salad at 5 o'clock? That the recipient should tell nobody else. The reason for those instructions are now clear. To ensure that the lodger would not be at home at the stated time. Oh! Miss Green was the one who wrote this. Oh, okay, that I didn't expect. Oh, that's a good twist. Okay. To make sure I wasn't home? Exactly. While you were out, Miss Green could safely slip to your room, knowing that you wouldn't be disturbed. You mean to say that letter was written by Miss Green? Yes, and in order to cover her tracks, she took it away with her when she left. Just after she speared poison over the mouth of the gas pipe in your room.
Odza! What do we have to say to youthness?
Just who are you? What are you trying to kill me? Miss Green's motive should be obvious. She's the Red Spy. She'll turn red any second now. She'll tie it up with someone whose name we've heard several times already during the course of this trial. So that's what's behind all this.
We'll share your apparent understanding with the court, please, counsel.
Which person is behind this woman's motive for the attack on the victim's life? Duncan Ross. Let me save, just in case. I only have one life after all. Exit, bro.
Take that!
Duncan Ross.
That's right. Before the defendant's announcement, took up the residence in the lodgings at Mr. Gavidim's. Somebody else was renting the room. Mr. Duncan Ross. I knew I'd heard that name somewhere else. That's all over the papers a month ago, when the man died in strange circumstances in the haunted lodgings.
That does ring a vague. Ah, of course, yes, I remember now. The young man they call him was strangled by the convict's curse, or some such.
Sadly, my lord, it wasn't a curse of any kind, nor was it an accident. The man died as a result of Mr. Shakespeare's blowing through the gas pipe and causing gas to leak into the room. Was murder, plain and simple. Oh! Okay.
What do you know? The world is so unfair. Curses cures death. That's all people care about. If it's an interesting story they want to know, it doesn't cross their minds that real people are involved. And once they're bored, just 1 month later, once the story's lost its appeal, everyone's forgotten him.
You mean you... Duncan was... Mr. Ross was Miss Green's fiancé. Fiancé? You may not have known until now who Miss Green really is, Mr. Shakespeare. But she's known exactly who you are all along. Because you're her sworn enemy. The murderer who took the life of the man she was about to marry! Marry? Yeah, you piece of shit. Miss Green, is it not the case? That in order to exact revenge on Mr. Shakespeare, you smeared poison over the end of the gas pipe.
This is all quite extraordinary. Am I correct to my understanding that you know accuse both parties, counsel? Each on different counts of murder?
Yeah, bruh. Yes, my lord. That's correct.
Objection!
Nailing so deeply, it appears that my fledgling learned friend has taken in a lung full of dubious gases, causing his judgment to be clouded. What? Would Mr. Shakespeare have wanted to kill these lodgers, as you say? You have completely failed to provide a motive to substantiate your accusation against the man.
Yes, that's right, Mr. Reaper. My liege. I have been slighted. This is lies. All lies. I did ever utterance. Well, you'll have to forgive me. And you'll have to forgive me, Mr. Naruhodo-san. But I don't intend to admit to anything either.
It's green.
I'm sure you'll think I'm being very rude, but... I'm not going to be sent to the gallows for the likes of this scoundrel!
But you broke into the man's room. If you didn't do it to smear poison in the pipe, what was your reason?
I thought I'd have a look around, that's all.
Sorry.
You're right, I suspected him. But I thought perhaps I might find some evidence or something in his room. Evidence that it was him who took Duncan's knife. Oh villainous, oh villainy, oh tyranny, oh rotundity of a woman! But in any case, whenever I leave my room, I do turn the key in the lock. The whole place is falling apart, the locks on the doors are no different. Duncan showed me once how to unlock the door, with some terps and a piece of wire. Oh awfulness, oh artfulness, oh tyranny, oh profanity of a woman! I will consider your trespassing on some future occasion. But for now, tell the court what you found. What evidence of your search revealed? Well, I spotted the note that had sent him lying on the floor. When I went to pick it up, I noticed something. The floorboards was loose, and underneath it, I discovered a secret hiding place.
Yes, we also discovered that hiding place.
Inside we found a newspaper cutting, a photograph, and an empty tin box. Ah yes, well the thing is, when I found it, it wasn't empty.
What? Was something in it?
Yes. This rather nice key.
What are you doing with that? What the?
The bronze of color has drained from his face. Give it here! Give it to me now!
It's mine! I inherited it!
What was that, witness? What did you say?
You inherited it.
No.
What's all this about? Inherited the key.
It was obviously important to you since you'd gone to such lengths to hide it, so I took it. I don't know what it's for, but you took something precious from me, so I took something precious from you. So what if it means you can open something now? I don't care. Give it back this minute! Give it to me!
Calm yourself, witness.
The Shinsu has tried, and in one case has succeeded to take the life of 2 loggers now. Yes, his motive for doing so is the key to everything that's happened. It's true that there appears to be no motive for the accusation against Mr. Shinsu at first, but considering everything we now know, I think there's actually something that could explain it. What? Need to recall every piece. Yeah, we know. Selden.
That case comes from mismanagement present evidence.
Yeah.
What is it that you explain to what you should from Mr. Shinsu's alleged crimes?
Yeah, okay, let's save. The treasure.
Take that!
That's an official police report, is it not?
The Selden file. How did you get hold of that?
The Selden!
The now sadly deceased Mr. Ross and the defendant Mr. Natsume have only one thing linking them. The fact that they had lodgings in the same room.
Well, yes, we know this, certainly.
A room that was formerly occupied by Selden. Until, that is, he was arrested by Scotland Yard for his involvement in multiple burglaries.
I see.
And so it happens that the convict Selden left behind one very substantial mystery when he died. Some of £1,000 worth of loot that he stole. Which as yet remains to be found.
Oh, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now. It's written in his file here.
£1,000 lost en route to hell. That was how the paper summed it up. It seems that one particular fellow inmate was with the convict. Yeah, I called it, buddy! I called it! It's not hard to imagine Selden entrusting that inmate with his most closely guarded secret. The location of the stolen loot, and perhaps a key to unlock whatever container the valuables were in.
You mean this key is...
Mr. Shakespeare, it was you, wasn't it? You were at the capital offender's side when he died, were you not? What are you talking about? It is a false charge, I tell you, a false charge. The name of the inmate who was with Selden at his death isn't noted in this file. But a simple telegram to the prison where he died would quickly tell us how false the charge really is.
Ugh.
But even if it's true, why would a man be so intent on killing every subsequent occupant on the convict's lodgings?
There's only one explanation for that, my lord. It was in that very room that Selden hid his loot. Yeah, and he kept trying to get there, but he couldn't. So it all comes out. Hey. Yes, and having established that, all of Mr. Shakespeare's subsequent actions are starting to make perfect sense. He was let out of prison following Selden's death. He made immediately for Mr. Gerlib's lodgings, in hope of renting Selden's old room. However, the retired army was unable to offer him the accommodation of his choice. Because Selden's old room had already been let to somebody else, Mr. Duncan Ross.
Ah!
Which is why Mr. Shakespeare subsequently devised his gas-based plot to kill the occupant of the room. When he was successful, he presumably intended to inquire about switching into the newly vacant room. However, a certain jittery someone had beaten him to it.
Mr. Soseki Natsume, different on this case no less.
So decided to use the ploy with the gas again, didn't you, Mr. Shakespeare? This time to oust Mr. Natsume. All for one simple and avarice reason. Get your hands on the 1,000 pounds of loot left behind by the dead convict. You... Oh! Looks like I'm gonna snuff it before they get to stretch me neck. Listen, I want you... Oh, it's a Selden. Wait. If they have me loot anything to stop the coppers getting, it's hidden in the room where I was lodging.
When they got me, here, this is the key to it. Take it. Always stay one step ahead, mate. See you in hell, I guess. Shakespeare.
It's mine. What did you just say? It's mine. That loot is mine. Whoa. Psycho face. Mr. Shakespeare. It's all lies. I don't accept any of it. Should I? After all, I don't have a shred of evidence. You can't prove I killed that fellow. Forsooth, I'm the victim here, remember? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? If I don't admit to it, there's nothing you can do. You can't arrest me, for the time being anyway. Barely, you can't arrest the victim, can you? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? I'm so close. I just need a few more hours. I swore to myself that I'd get my hands on it if I can almost taste it now. Do you really think I'd just give up? There's no question in my mind now. The man is guilty through and through. He seems so utterly intoxicated by the idea of that loot. I'm afraid that however hard you press him, he'll never admit to what he's done, Mr. Naruhodo. There is a way. Pardon? There's one way I can finish him. Kill him. No! He's already committed the most heinous crimes to get his hands on the loot. Which means all we need to do is find it first. A fine plan. Were it not for the fact that the police thoroughly searched the room following the death of Mr. Ross. If it's there at all, it must be very well hidden indeed.
Without conclusive evidence, I certainly cannot rule.
If only there was some way we could find the contents loot quickly. This is the final piece in this complex puzzle, but I think we might have it in our possession already. Rather, I think we may well have something that can help us find where the loot is hidden. My lord?
Yes, Consul?
Evans would like to make a proposal about how to find the late convict's hidden loot. But why the fuck didn't he just while Soseki was in prison, why didn't he just break in and just take the loot? Are you dumb? If we're already in possession of something that could give us a clue at its whereabouts. last chance. Has to be worth the gamble. Besides, we've used the same technique once already. They definitely paid off then.
Well, Council, let's hear the court hear your idea. What do you propose we can use to order to look at the hiding place of the convict hall?
Yeah. How indeed, my dear fellow. What do we have? The hiding place of this is Convict's Hall. We need to find more soap! More soap! Sort of reddish colored. Yeah. I really don't know. Okay, he wasn't killed by him. He suffered from fever since the end of October. Is it this lock, though? Was it hidden in the lock? There's a massive padlock. But is the padlock... Interesting. Let's present this.
Take that!
Never mind. Okay. This is very interesting. I'll present my armband.
Take that!
Why did I do that? Anyway. Let's present this then.
Take that!
Okay, never mind. I do not know actually. I genuinely I have no fucking clue. Maybe we can use the handprints.
Take that!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you know, we look at like handprints and shit.
If I'm not mistaken, those are Mr. Shakespeare's handprints on the wall of his lodgings.
That's right, my lord. Exposed as a result of the defense's independent investigation of the scene.
Based on a wonderful new discovery in the field of forensic science by the great detective Mr. Sholmes. Great detective? Is that some kind of joke? Do you really think I'm going to be taunted by a man with such a ridiculous title? I should think the great bard ought to recognize such a title when he hears on Mr. Sham Spear. Hey! Perhaps we should compete for the honor of most ridiculous title. Ah! Just Sherlock Holmes himself!
Hey, nice pull up, bro.
What are you doing here, great detective? Your usual haunts are the filthy backstreets of the capital, are they not?
Huh, Mr. Reaper, it's been too long. And I see your complexion has worsened since we last met. Okay, you got even paler. Mr. Shows like he just roasted him. Okay. He does know Lord Van then. Well enough to say something like that in any case.
Mr. Sholmes, though you may be heralded as a great detective by the population at large, does not give you the right to come and go in my courtroom as you see fit.
If I may, my lord, I'm a huge fan. Mr. Sholmes' newly developed scientific method has helped us uncover vital clues in this case already.
Clues, you say?
I call them skin prints, my lord. My method identifies every location touched by an individual under scrutiny. It's a method by which we were able to ascertain this gentleman's gas pipe activities. Oh! You need only a small sample of something the individual has previously touched to make the indicator solution. To make an indicator solution. In your case, I used the teacup you had been holding. Elementary. So now... Mr. Naruhodo. Yes? What am I to use as a symbol to make this indicator solution this time? Thank you for the offering to help, Mr. Sholmes. When Mick was arrested, he was living in what is now Soseki-san's room. We need a sample to help locate Selden's loot that's hidden in his old room.
Meet Selden. We need some Selden solution.
The key! Let me save. We need to show the key. Yes.
To show the key. Here's the person. We need something of Selden's in order to create the indicator solution to find his loot, and something the convict owned has happened to be in the possession of somebody listed in the court record. Upon my word, Naruhodo, your powers of reasoning appear to be on the up. So, which particular person do you have in mind? From whom can we obtain a possession of the late convict Selden to create this indicator solution?
Miss Olive Green, sporting the giant key.
Miss Green.
Me? What do you want with me?
The key around your neck, if you please.
Sorry?
Oh? That key belonged to Selden. There will be remnants of secretions from the man's skin on its surface that we can use. Very true.
That is the sample we need! Using it we can create the indicator solution required for Mr. Sholmes' skin print seeker. And find out exactly what Selden touched in the room that he used to rent.
Mr. Shakespeare. Oh, as one great to another, I assure you. If the late convict's hall is hidden somewhere in his former lodgings, I shall uncover it in no more time than 30 minutes. Okay. So, Mr. Shakespeare, the truth is well within our grasp now, and as such, you will never get your hands on Selden's stolen wealth. Okay.
In that case, I'll gladly let Mr. Sholmes have this key.
No! Give the key to me! The detective shan't have it!
It's over, Mr. Shakespeare.
No.
You're out of options now. There's only one thing left for you to do.
Admit your guilt!
Whoa! Oh, shameful spear! The spear! Be my name! Be thy name? Yeah, okay. I fucked it. It died. I want to see the treasure though. I intended to kill the man. I just wanted to drive him out of the room. That's all. You'd have time to find the convict's haul of stolen goods. After you'd killed the young man, you still didn't move into the room. I asked the landlord, of course. Pleaded with him, but he refused. Why? I was 3 months behind with the rent, for one thing. Security really has a lot to put up with. And he had the gas repair work done immediately afterwards, putting the room out of action for a while. And then, the Japanese man swooped in just at the right moment to sign the new lease. Poor Mitsunatsume, what unfortunate timing. Then, 5 days ago, they're nestled on Briar Road, when a Japanese fellow got himself arrested. I thought I'd finally have my chance, but it wasn't to be. No, the scene was sealed off and guarded by the police night and day. Yeah. And if I remember rightly, Shishun spent the whole day in there reading books. I couldn't even enter the room, let alone search for loot. Which is why on the day Mitsunatsume was acquitted and returned to his room. You once again tried your trick of blowing air into the gas that feeds the stove in his room. Unbeknownst to you, however, that action would lead to you into a deadly trap.
William Shakespeare, how does it go? To be or not to be? That is the question.
From Shakespeare's Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1.
Well, let me tell you, in your case, it's not to be. That is the answer. You deserve to die for what you've done. At first, I really did think it was just a terrible accident. I'll never forget our conversation the night before Duncan died.
Gas supply and my logics are a complete disaster, you know, Olive.
The gas supply?
Yes, the stove always seems to go out in the middle of the night for some reason.
That's no joke.
They say it's the convict's curse.
Oh, Duncan, please. Please don't stay there. I don't care how cheap it is.
Alright then, if it's that important to you, I'll start looking for a new place.
There's spare rooms at my house. Why don't you leave that horrible room tonight?
No, I'd better not. We would wait until we'd graduated before we told our parents, remember? But that was the last time we ever spoke.
It was that very night he fell victim to the gas.
Man.
If only I'd known it was going to happen. I'd have insisted he left that horrible room that instant. But instead, all I've been left with is bitter regret. I stopped going to school, but something kept drawing me back to the house on Briar Road. I saw a stooped Eastern-looking man with a mustache coming out of the haze one day. I was there. He walked up the road to grab Scrubbery for some food, so I followed him and sat myself down next to him. He had some watery-looking soup and started to pick a quarrel with the publican.
That place is cursed, I tell you, it's cursed! Because that cunt you used to live there is trying to suffocate me! I woke up in the middle of the night, freezing to death because the stuff has gone out! The room is full of gas and I can hardly breathe! But the pipes have been checked, no problem there. It's like, I'm the problem, and that's what they're thinking! But how could that be? Yeah. Duncan was gone, and now this man had almost suffered the same fate.
Could it really be a curse? I remembered a rumor I'd heard about how the gas companies go around investigating the gas installations.
A rumor? You mean...
Yes, everybody's heard the stories, it seems, about how they go around checking the pipes.
How anything connected to the gas can be extinguished by blowing air to the pipework.
That's when it started. A little flicker of doubt in the back of my mind. It just wouldn't go away.
Was it really an accident, though?
had the idea. It wouldn't leave me alone. It plagued me day and night. So I brought this at one of the black markets in East End.
A black market?
I've never been. I just heard people talk about them. And you really can buy anything you can think of there. In some ways, being able to get my hands on this so easily made me even more determined. I had to find out one way or another. Was Duncan's death an accident or was it murder?
And your chosen method is for establishing the truth was simple, but highly effective. It's mere poisoning a gas pipe you suspected the man of tampering with, and wait. Mr. Shakespeare was innocent, nothing would come of what you've done. But if he was guilty, he would pay for his crimes dearly.
I found out the name of the man I suspected, William Shakespeare. And then I wrote him this little note. I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 19th. On the 17th, don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. If he'd done it, I knew that would worry him enough so he'd be sure to go. So I waited to see if it worked.
And of course, Mr. Shakespeare followed the instructions to the letter.
It worked out where the gas pipe was straight away. So I smeared a good amount of the poison I bought all around the mouth of the pipe. At the time, praying that the devil's work wouldn't be done and that it was all just some wild fantasy. Actually, no. All the time praying that devil's work would be done and that the culprit would get his just desserts.
Hope she doesn't go to die, like being killed, you know. I hope she just like gets some time in prison and then she gets like, you know. I hope she doesn't get like sent to the gallows. She doesn't deserve it.
3 days ago, when you were first stood in the dock before me, this whole affair seemed relatively straightforward.
Yes, my lord.
It's not his voice.
So never imagined the depth of depravity that we should subsequently find lurking behind the scenes. It had been a long road, my Nipponese friend.
Oh, yes. And one I certainly didn't envisage walking with you. Getting friendly now, huh?
Nevertheless, together we have reached a light at the end of the tunnel, as it were. Miss Green,
Yes, my lord.
will henceforth be stripped of your freedom, as punishment for the attempted murder of Mr. William Shakespeare.
Yes, I know.
You, Mr. Shakespeare, will be tried for the murder of Mr. Duncan Ross in cold blood, and the subsequent attempted murder of Mr. Saseki Natsume here present.
Okay.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Ah, yes?
Yesterday, at the hospital, when you and your friend stopped me from
ending your life by drinking what was left in the poison bottle.
I wasn't myself. I can't even really remember what was going through my mind. To be or not to be, I suppose. It's a question that's so hard to answer, it seems.
Well, personally, glad of your being here, Miss Green.
Oh!
And I'd like to believe it's a blessing Mr. Shakespeare didn't die when he ingested the poison. For your sake, at the very least. Yeah, so that you don't go to the gallows.
Aw, because of you, I chose life, not death. And now you've made the truth come out at last. Really, I can't thank you enough. Oh, Miss Green.
Mr. Saseki Natsume,
Yes, my lord.
the court declares you are exonerated from all the blame in this matter. Accordingly, I would call upon the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to present a verdict of not guilty.
We are in full agreement, my lord.
In that case, I hereby declare the defendant
Not
guilty.
Saseki, the two times, Saseki. Double discharge. This is gonna be his nickname. Double discharge to seeeee. Hell yeah.
Court is adjourned.
Alright. All in a day's work. It's the 23rd? Yeah, let's go. Oh, yes. Yes, at last. Divine justice duly done. Divine justice? My dear fellow, if there were any divine justice in this world, you would shave that mustache. No, this has nothing to do with my mustache.
I'm saying that that lecture and mustache is a sign of physical prowess, Mr. Sholmes.
Welcome, student Naruhodo Esquire. Once again, you've saved me. You've saved me from doom. I'm very happy to have been able to help, Natsume. Congratulations on your acquittal. You're second in almost as many days. I was first acquainted with and gained affection for English literature while in our great homeland empire. And then, by a twist of fate, was brought to the land that bore the fruit of that literature. Only, the city of bricks and mortar became my prison. Try as I might, I never found my feet there. In the end, I confined myself to my room and lived life through friendly old books.
You've had such a difficult time, haven't you?
But a week ago now, I dragged you out of the dark and dingy room of yours, did I not? You did, and I've seen more life in this week than in all my years to date. For the first time, I feel I've begun to see the true face of the English that's so far been hiding from me behind that wall of fog. Dear fellow, there is nothing special about the true face of in the English, as you put it. Wheresoever one goes in the world, humans are humans, and there are a few genuine differences. Yes, I think you're right. I've finally started to see that, and I've come to understand something. I've worked out why I was attracted to English literature in the first place. It made me see that whatever nationality, we humans have all the same hopes and fears. We're all just doing our best to live. Well said, I've come to feel the same way. I made a decision. I'm going to cut short my study tour here and return to Japan. What? Yeah, bro, come on.
Just when we became friends here in England. What a terrible shame.
Oh, I know, that does tug at my heartstrings, it really does. But I've decided to take everything I've learned here in Britain and write something of my own. A novel of sorts, I suppose.
Oh my, you'll be creating your own literature, Natsume. How wonderful.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I wouldn't presume to call it literature.
Why not?
Well, it is precisely the definition, Mr. Mustache. Suppose you're right, yes, it will in a way be literature. But as of now, all I know is that I'd like to try my hand at writing. I have no delusions of grandeur.
I, for one, would love to read your work.
Let's go. Well, all things considered, maybe for the best. After all, you have once emerged victorious. You once again emerged victorious from a battle with the Reaper. Ah, that's very true.
And there is no salvation for a person in
the dog when the Reaper is the prosecute. Bro, chill! The desire to return post-haste to the perceived safety of your homeland is one I quite understand.
My goodness, yes, faced with such a terrifying prospect.
But he would consider that cowardly, I'm quite sure. But that's not why I'm leaving! I meant it! Objection. Who's objecting? That was the case that we found ourselves embroiled in 6 months ago now. 6 ended in return to Japan and submitted a report about both cases to the government. It was on reading that report that Mr. Mikotoba, the person Mikotoba, was prompted to visit the scholar. And barely any time later, Susato-san was giving the news that she must return to Japan as well. Ah, it was on that case. What was so special about that case? I guess the Dresden case. That's probably it. Because the Dresden case is related to more than meets the eye. I think it's Dresden, and that's in the middle of all that shit. And you know what? I think the Dresden case is related to the betrayal of Van Zieks that suffered in the past. You know, because he was betrayed by the Japanese in the past, right? That's what he said. And this was in the past, you know, and since it's the case that ticked off Mr. Mikotoba and to bring Susato back, I think it creates a connection to Japan. Therefore, they're both interlinked and intertwined. Exactly. Back of a telegram stating falsely that her father was fallen gravely ill. The only possible occurrence to come to mind. It happened after the trial on the following day. They went and covered the loot hidden by the now deceased convict in his former lodgings. Yeah, I want to see that. February, 10:13 p.m. Mr. Out of his room.
Oh, well done, Mr. Sholmes. Oh, simply marvelous of you. Uncover a secret hiding place in just one day.
Isn't it supposed to take 30 minutes? As I believe I told you, my dear fellow, skin prints are extremely useful in such situations. Wouldn't you agree, Gregson?
Rixie's been happily munching an agreement the whole time, you know, Hurley?
Happily, I think perhaps humorously.
Humorlessly might be closer to true.
So, it transpired a man fashioned a hiding place in the ceiling. And what's in it? What exactly is the loot? Let us look then, if you're ready. Let's examine the late burglar's hall. Yes, I was looking forward to that.
What is that?
A crown? Oh no, it's... Is the B for Baroque Van Zeeks. It looks very posh. It looks very like him. You know? Maybe the betrayal, after all, wasn't betrayal. And you know, like, he was actually dressed in behind everything. Maybe that's what's... Maybe that's what it is. A collar. It's huge, though. Look at his gemstones in it.
It's someone was going to be worth £1,000. Perhaps I could have it as a belt. Oh, have you noticed inside there? There are some dark stains.
You don't think it could be blood, do you? I mean, there's quite a lot of it.
On second thoughts, perhaps I won't have it as a belt.
Then of course, there's this emblem here.
A large letter B and a small crown.
Yeah, Baroque. B for Baroque. What does it signify, do you think?
Oh, I hadn't noticed that. I feel as though I've seen that emblem somewhere before, you know. Where could it have been?
That's enough of that, I think. What? What's the matter with Mr. Holmes? All the color has drained from his face. Yeah, that's from Van Zeeks. Well, Inspector, I believe you ought to be taking this. Oughtn't you? It could be valuable evidence. After all, it must be kept safely under lock and key.
Yes. Get your grubby hands off that, you lot, and hand it over now!
I think it's pertaining, yeah, I think it's the owner is Baroque Van Zeeks. I definitely think that. I've never seen that color, yeah. And all those euros certainly look to be extremely valuable. But that's not what stood out most to me, at least. Not once I noticed it. Those dark marks inside the collar, those stains. They really have been blood. Yeah, duh.
Well, that was a funny case, wasn't it?
But it's all buttoned up now. The Hound of the Baskervilles. And I think that's the case. The Baskervilles. The B for Baskervilles.
That was a funny case, wasn't it? It's all buttoned up now.
You look very pleased, Iris.
I am, because I was starting to wonder what I could use as the basis of this month's story in the magazine. But this case will be perfect. It's been so fascinating.
Reading about the latest installment of the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
The Misery of the Knife in the Mist, and the Mustached Man and the Convict's Curse, perhaps.
Could make it a 2-part story.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. A word, please, Iris.
Yes? What is it, Hurley?
I'm sorry, but you can't write about this case. It's out of the question.
What? Why not? It's a great case.
I shall have to insist that you limit yourself to the first of your 2 titles. The second must never be written. Is that clear?
And so it was that the second of Souseki-san's cases became buried in obscurity.
In voice actor, just.
Now, looking back, I feel I understand. I can see why Mr. Sholmes forbade Iris from publishing the story. It would take a little longer before I saw the link between everything that had happened and would happen. For it wasn't until 2 months after the arrival of Susato-san's letter that events began to unfurl again, with an incident that took place at the very heart of the eagerly awaited Great Exhibition of London.
Uh-huh. The Crystal Palace. And all right, that was cool unfolding, and I think I got it though. I think this is the link between Baroque Van Zieks, Sholmes, the Hounds of the Baskervilles, Mikotoba guy, father guy, the secret, the government secrets, and Kazuma Asogi. He wasn't the secret message after all, wasn't he? So let me save. And yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. In the third case, the return of the great departed soul. The return of the great departed soul. Be more blatant, will ya? You know, anyway. Bye. Wait, oh. My bad, I thought I clicked the stop recording, but it didn't stop recording, so now I look stupid.